shot.
The actual functioning blaster of this build is the Strife itself.
Same Firefly, Rapid Strike, Rough Cut, and this was my first integration project.
Centurion Strife integration.
So that it then doesn't wander around when you go to do the next ones.
So you can fire this one and the Rapid Strike independently.
We're going to be taking a look at the Rapid Strike Vulcan Mediator integration.
When you hear the word integration, maybe your mind jumps to calculus. Maybe it's about combining ideas into something bigger. But in the world of Nerf blasters, integration means fusion. Taking two or more blasters and welding them into a single cyber-enhanced machine of foam-flinging chaos. In the early days of the hobby, integration was the underground art form of Nerf modding. 10 or so years ago, hobbyists armed with Dremels, epoxy, and sheer determination cut apart shells and grafted blasters together by hand. It was messy, it was difficult, and it was legendary. Fast forward to the current generation. Modding has gone mainstream. Blasters like Adventure Force roll off the shelf, already designed for customization. Quick swap barrels, accessible springs, modular internals. Add 3D printers to the mix, and suddenly the possibilities explode. Motor cages, magwells, barrels, shell pieces. Entire blasters can now be designed, printed, and optimized from scratch. Foam warfare has gone full cyberpunk, yet one art form has quietly faded into the background. Not spring swaps, not flywheel upgrades, not dropping a penny into a Maverick. Integration. The act of physically merging blasters, of forcing incompatible designs to coexist, has become rare, almost forgotten. But integration is where creativity truly peaks. It's where form meets function, where imagination overrides factory intent. Every integrated blaster tells a story of problem-solving, sacrifice, and vision. As part of the new generation of Nerf modders, it's worth diving back into this lost craft. To understand integration is to understand what the older generation had to fight against: limited tools, limited parts, and zero shortcuts. What they lacked in technology, they made up for with ingenuity. Let's see some examples of integration. First up, the Behemoth. Designed and assembled by Dr.flux himself, the Behemoth is pure old-school dedication, fused with raw vision, built over the course of a week. After long days after previous job, this wasn't a quick mod, it was a nightly ritual of cutting, fitting, and engineering until the machine finally came alive. At its core, the Behemoth is a mastodon, serving as the armored backbone of the build. Grafted onto it is a Centurion stock and grip, giving the blaster both presence and stability. For extra firepower, hyperfires are integrated as side-mounted weapons. Dr.flux didn't stop at shell work. He added a magnetic battery door and integrated a power plug directly into the main body, streamlining both aesthetics and function. One pull of the rev trigger sends a surge of energy through the system. All flywheels spin up at once, unleashing a synchronized storm of darts that turns the battlefield into controlled chaos. The result is loud, heavy, and unapologetic, a beautiful mess of foam and motion. If you want to see the Behemoth come together piece by piece, there's a video on Dr.flux's channel documenting the entire creation process. Next up, a high-octane integration by Lucha Thor 13. Inspired by the chaotic energy of Borderlands and one of its most iconic weapons, the Unkempt Herald. In the game, it's a Tord pistol that fires a brutal 6-round spread with explosive results. Translating that kind of madness into foam is no small task, but this build delivers. The foundation of the blaster is an Ultra 2 stripped down and reimagined, then fused with a Nerf rival Chaos grip for a heavier, more aggressive feel. To make the system Elite compatible, Lucha Thor 13 installed an Elite conversion kit, paired with Kraken motors and Ragnarok 2019 flywheels, a setup built for torque, response, and controlled mayhem. But this build isn't just about internals. A massive amount of time went into the details. The grip was painstakingly sanded down to achieve a seamless transition between parts, erasing the line between what was factory made and what was forged by hand. The paint job seals the deal. Finally, we reached the pinnacle. The most expensive build, the most time-intensive project, and one of the most visually striking integrations ever created. The glass construct. Built by Hawkeye, this blaster is less a weapon and more a work of futuristic art. It fuses 3 blasters into one seamless form. A rapid strike at the front as the primary firing platform, a Raven integrated into the midsection, and a Zeus reimagined as the stock. Each piece flows into the next, creating a silhouette that feels engineered rather than assembled. What truly sets the glass construct apart is its construction. The shell is formed using clear resin, transforming the blaster into a transparent window into its own machinery. Embedded lighting pulses through the internals, illuminating high-quality motors and wiring like a living circuit. It's a neon dream, mechanical, precise, and mesmerizing. The glass construct is iconic and incredibly fragile. It stands as a statement piece, a reminder that integration can transcend performance and become pure expression. For a deeper look into the build, Hawkeye dives into the design, challenges, and philosophy behind the glass construct on the Hawkeye 007 channel. There are a lot more. So many integrations mods out there. Never forget.
Hey guys, Sonic Bob here, and I would like to thank you for watching this video, and thank you to the other modders for evolving blaster mods. I worked really hard, but had fun making this video, and I wanted to do a video essay on integration because this is where basically Nerf mods started. This video is pretty different from my other videos, and I use an AI voice because it sounds better than mine. So if you want more of this style of content, let me know, and thank you.